Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, guys.
It's that time again, and this time we're going...
Well, we're going to say welcome to Take the Fear Out of the Gear.
We ought to say that.
With me, Jason Bangers.
And me, Mr. Chumley Warner.
And we'll keep that little... We'll save editing. We'll leave that in, that mistake, shall we?
Yeah, a couple of weeks and we don't know what we are, what we're doing.
We'll start the year off as we means to go on.
And we're talking about these. The Behringer... What's it?
About time 19A.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll credits. No, we don't do credits. Roll title. Now, we have heard about these things. They've been very hard to get hold of, guys. I'm going to tell you now. And they range in price. I mean, we're not going to do stats on these because, you know, you probably know all about them anyway. But they range in price anywhere from £70 upwards to $250. I mean, what's going on? It's the I don't know.
It's like we said, when these things first come out, they're always going to be cheaper. So
yeah.
If you see them at a cheap price, grab them whilst you can.
We've got a pair anyway. Now, the reason we're going on about this, these are a complete and utter rip-off of the Shure Beta 91A. Now, that microphone retails at £299, Simon. £299. How do I know? Because I bought one. And I bought it from a mate from the famous Sound Attack drum shop. And why did I buy it? Because that is unequivocally, without a doubt, the best bass drum mic there is on the planet. End of story. I don't care what anyone says. RE20s are great. D112s, egg. Forget that egg. Get rid of it. Get yourself a Shure Beta 91A, 300 quid. Or get yourself for £76 or £72. One cost 76, one cost 72. That's what I paid. Get yourself a BA 19A. We have tried, Simon, in the bass drum on the same drum kit, a Beta 91A. Listen to it, and then plug the Behringer one in and listen to it. Exactly identical. Run it up on a graph, identical. So what do you reckon then, Si? Build quality on these things, man. Tell our viewers about the build quality.
Well, they're just so well built, you know. It's all metal. It's really heavy. I like the way if you had a whole load on stage, you can see the phantom powers on.
Yeah.
With the light, so you can actually see what your mics are on, which is a really good idea. Because sometimes, you know, you think you've got your phantom power on and think there's something wrong with the mic, but it just needs powering. So that's a good thing. And also you can drop your bass roll off on the back there, or you can have it flat as we got them now.
Yeah, and another thing is they weigh a ton. I mean, they're super heavy, and the bottom of them has got a really nice rubber, non-slip grip type affair on it. Once you put that in that bass drum, it ain't gonna move, is it, man?
No, and you also said there's a couple of like cutout bits so you can hang it on a wall or mount it on something.
Reason being is because these are 180-degree boundary microphones. Their actual purpose is to be fitted on a wall as a boundary mic. Do you remember like the PZMs in the police stations? Well, this is basically what these mics are. So you might ask, what's the Shure Beta 91, the Shure Beta 91A? What's that then? Well, that's exactly the same. It's a 180-degree boundary microphone. So why is a boundary microphone the best bass drum mic in the world? I'm buggered if I know, but it sure as hell is. Now these are sensational. These are going to be hard to get, I'm pretty sure. I struggled like hell to buy one. The other one I bought by accident, and I think I've not paid for it. I'll fill you in on that later, or I'll edit that bit out. But I bought it from somebody. They said, yeah, they took my money, and then I got a refund about a month afterwards. I got a refund, none in stock, ever so sorry. And then I got one turn up, and I've got two. So me and Chumley at the moment, we're using them for our dialogue on the show Take the Fear Out of the Gear, with one in front of us each, instead of a PZM in the middle. We could have one of these just in the middle. We want to see if a pair works, as whether we've got any phasing issues or not. But tell them about the phantom powering side. I think we're suffering a little bit with the phantom powering, aren't we?
Yeah, because the phantom powering's coming off the H8 at 48 volts, and it's being driven by a battery pack as well.
Yeah.
So we're not sure.
You just see it here, the battery pack.
If we're getting a little bit of noise floor because it's not quite, you haven't got it plugged into a desk or something like that. So we're not sure about that one.
Either that or we need separate phantom power units for each one, just as to make sure we don't get, because there is a noise floor on there, which we don't get with the PZM, because as you will know, a PZM has its own battery inside it. I'm not saying that's a problem. Certainly on a gig when you've got a mixing desk, it powers up fine, you know. But through this little thing here, well, we've yet to find out how they sound with dialogue. We haven't tried them yet. We won't put a PZM down and do a comparison because all our other videos are filmed with a PZM, so we can just go back to a previous video, can't we?
Yeah, unless you guys really want us to
do
a PZM and maybe bring the 91A in as well.
Yeah, we could do.
But it's we had a quick listen, because you'd done a recording before with the PZM, and it just sound different.
Yeah,
they sound different.
The PZM definitely introduced more of the room into the recording. This the Beta 19, I keep going to call it the Beta, the BA19A, the Behringer one, had slightly less room, but a little bit of hiss. And I put that hiss down to the inferior phantom power and coming from this battery going through the H8.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that's really man enough, personally.
No, can cause problems.
Yeah, maybe if I plugged it into the mains, it may well work better. But I remember someone saying with the H6, power it off a main supply and your built-in amps will drive better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I guess that could be that, So that's about it, guys. I mean, I would say, this will take the fear out of the gear for a reason, so we take the fear out of the gear for you. We either say don't buy them because they're crap, or do because they're brilliant. Well, like I said, £300 for the best bass drum mic in the world, or £72 for one that sounds exactly the same and it's built like a tank in exactly the same way. And they've even called it like a reverse. Instead of a 91A, this is a 19A. I mean, come on. But keep it up, Behringer, because we like it.
Yeah, 1-0 to you, Lee.
Yeah, I mean, we like it because we can't afford. I mean, all right, that day when I bought that £300 microphone, I'd just come into a bit of cash, and I thought I'll have one of them. And we've used it on the table actually in the past for a recording.
We
have to look back. So I think for that one, guys, we'll say thanks for tuning in. Sorry, we're not feeling well. We've both got the lurgy. The New Year's Eve, you do a gig, didn't you? New Year's Eve, you meet, I don't know, 600, 700 people. They all want to talk to you, and then next thing you know, you got a stinking cold, and you ain't got it yet. And I hope you don't.
I'm all right at the moment.
I hope it doesn't. Thanks again for all your support, guys. Please don't forget to hit subscribe.
Hit the like button, press the old bell, tingy bell,
ting,
bing,
ting.
bing.
Yeah, you can ring my ting and you'll get notifications. We've loved your company, we still do. And that's it from Take the Fear Out of the Gear. So it's goodbye from me, Bangers.
And it's goodbye from me, Mr. Chumley Warner.
So we say ciao for now, toodaloo.